It's fun to daydream about tomorrow, but to not count on it, to prepare for it.
As the daughter of director Vincent Minnelli and actress Judy Garland, it would seem that Liza Minnelli had long been prepared for her own theatrical career. But even with an Oscar, 3 Tonys, and an Emmy to her credit, Liza still believes there are new challenges ahead.
I'm relentless with myself. And I'm always trying to improve, always trying to get better. Always trying to do something different. You know, I should think that if you get terribly satisfied with yourself, you'd become a big drag.
Her relentless energy is a trait many feel she inherited from her mother. But unlike her mother, when the demands of a non-stop career began leading her down the same self-destructive path, Liza was able to get help from her own chemical dependency.
I don't think I had one moment of going, I feel guilty and I feel this and that. You know, I was truly euphoric for quite a while, just so grateful that I knew what was wrong and that I could get help. And I think because I felt that way, it's never been a problem for me to talk about it, just in case anybody out there feels the same way.
Now back in control of her life and on top of her career, Liza returns to the silver screen as Della Roberts in Rent-A-Cop, a Kings Road Entertainment release.
I'm sorry, but excuse, are you Tony Church?
No.
What are you talking about? Wait a minute, turn around. Yes, you are. Della Roberts from the Hotel Blandford. Hi.
I remember you. Haven't you got some Christmas shopping to do, lady?
Co-starring Burt Reynolds, this romantic thriller teams them as an unlikely crime-solving duo. Liza as the offbeat hooker who's being stalked by a sadistic killer, and Burt as the reluctant ex-cop who's persuaded to protect her.
Look, I'm not begging, but please, we have got to find this guy before he kills me.
Why don't you leave town?
I'm not leaving town. I mean, let him leave town. He's the bad guy, not me. I'm not moving. Let him move. I just thought that seeing how 38 of your friends got slaughtered, you might have a stake in this, too. Besides, you look like you got some time on your hands.
Want to turn around? Turn around!
The modest cop. Nice legs.
As she does with all her roles, Liza brings this character to life by giving Della a little piece of herself.
I even do that in my songs. I mean, I'm always doing that. I believe in that. I think that you have a lot of facets in your personality, and that when you find in a character something you can relate to, then you can concentrate on that and broaden it.
Can I ask you a question?
No.
I'll ask you anyway. Didn't you know how to run a computer and you were in all those musicals? Well, some of those musicals. How come?
Sometimes you have to go through a hell of a lot to find out what you're really good at. Hey, my clients needed me. And I needed that. So in a way, you know, we both got what we needed. Kinda. You know?
Like the character of Della, Liza is also a survivor. And while she's always looking out for what may come next, Liza still believes that the best way to prepare for tomorrow is to live just one day at a time.
One of the biggest burdens that we carry is the regrets of yesterday and the fears of tomorrow. So if you can somehow keep dealing with just today, which is very hard to do. You know, it sounds easy to say and wonderful, but it's difficult to do. But if you can, even if you can do it for a couple of minutes a day, it's worth it. It's great. It makes your life fuller.
This month on Cinemax. Burt Reynolds is in the hot seat.
I think my ex-wife is cracking up.
Kathleen Turner is in the spotlight.
The captain here has just informed me the police have finally captured the infamous Southside sniper.
And Christopher Reeve is infatuated with himself.
I love her a staggering amount.
They're airing more than front-page news
Are you sure, darling?
Sure.
in switching channels. Next on Cinemax.
Cinemax is coming up hard
Love is very, very near.
with 5 loving Valentines in February from the heart.
Is your heart beating?
And it beats with joy and sorrow for a mother and daughter whose lives conflict, but whose love prevails.
I'm here next to the astronaut.
Really?
Shirley MacLaine, Jack Nicholson, Deborah Winger. Terms of endearment.
Play ball!
No one had ever seen the likes of Roy Hobbs.
I'm going to break every record in the book.
But when life threw a curve, he was going to need all the heart he could muster. Robert Redford, the natural. Then she's an emancipated woman of the roaring 20s.
I'm your equal. I'm going to meet you men on your own terms.
Julie Andrews is a thoroughly delightful, thoroughly modern Millie. And Jeff Bridges has a heart as big as his imagination.
I'm a Western writer.
It's Hollywood in the 30s, parts of the West.
And here I spend my whole life like a nut, waiting for what? A stranger.
And for Natalie Wood, it might just be Steve McQueen. And Love with a Proper Stranger. From the Heart, a February Valentine. From Cinemax to you.
He's the strong, silent, sexy type.
You would charge a stud fee by the time that story gets around town.
He's Paul Newman, and he's starring all month long on Cinemax.
Hidden life full of surprises.
HUD, absence of malice, sometimes a great notion, winning, and sweet bird of youth.
You got it made.
5 unforgettable films starring one of Hollywood's hottest stars. Paul Newman, all this month on Cinemax.
Oh, yes, man.
When the laughter stops, the danger begins.
What am I doing?
See the season's newest releases on the Max Movie Show. We've got the thrills, the spills, and of course, the stars.
Anybody like this?
It's Julie.
It's more than just monkey business. It's the movie business. The Max Movie Show. Monday on Cinemax.
Beautiful.
Meet Samantha. Successful, self-fulfilled.
Everything okay here?
No. I'm 30 years old. I work like a dog. I live alone.
Surrounded by loving, caring friends.
He's gonna call me. How do you know? Because I told him how I felt. What? You told him your true feeling? You told him the real stuff, the stuff we never tell them. You told him your heart jumps every time you see a sale sign? You
A
told him...
modern, independent woman.
Hello?
He has called him about 50 million times in a row. And he hasn't called her back once. Look what it's doing to her. Her self-image is shot. She has no confidence.
And it seems that she's turned into a roach.
This could be like gaining weight. The longer it stays on, the harder it is to get off.
So what's a resourceful working girl to do?
Just do what I always do when I have a large insurmountable problem. I'll eat a lot of cake.
Elayne Bossler is waiting for the call on the Cinemax Comedy Experiment. Premieres Friday, February 17th.